Welcome to Moon or Dust with your host, DeFi Shaun.
What is going on, everyone? I am your host, DeFi Shaun, and you are watching Moon or Dust, the most bullish crypto game show to ever hit the market, where developers and holders have a shot at winning up to 1,000 USD. Also, hop on over to LunarPump.fun, become a part of the conversation, and the Moon or Dust token is officially live, and I want to say about 20% away from bonding. With all that being said, let's go ahead and introduce our contestant from Tenge, Eddie. Eddie, how's it going? And tell us a little bit about yourself and let the audience know who you are.
Thank you very much, DeFi Shaun. Can you hear me very well?
We can hear you perfect.
All right. I'm AD. I am the head of operations at Tenge, a meme coin that has completely changed a lot in the space that is focused on supporting education initiatives and other charities. We've been moving along with Gigo Academy by CZ Binance, the founder, and it's been quite an interesting journey. And of course, I'm very glad that you invited us to play this game along with you. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait us to get started.
All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, Tenge is a very good cause behind that project. We'll go into a little bit more details a little bit later on in the game. But of course, first things first, we have to see what whale is going to be making us our offers. Let's go ahead and get that wheel up, spin it, and see what we look like.
Rico, Moonshot, Riptide.
All right, Eddie. When it comes to the whales, Rico is our resident degen whale. No telling what he's going to do. When he's making offers, he might be extremely high, he might be extremely low. So Rico's always a fun whale to go ahead and get. So the first thing that we're going to have to do, Eddie, is you're going to have to go and pick a wallet. So you're going to pick the chosen wallet, and this wallet is going to stay with you for the entirety of the game, either till it's the last wallet standing or you accept an offer from one of the whales. So Eddie, go ahead and pick the wallet that's going to stay with you for the entire game.
Okay, let's go with wallet 13.
All right, so we're going with wallet 13. Let's go ahead, lock it in.
Wallet locked.
All right, Eddie, so here's where the fun is going to get started. So we have everything on the board from mooning at $1,000 or dusting at $0. So on the first round, we're going to go ahead and pick 6 cases. Now we're going to pick those 6 cases one at a time. So let's go ahead and pick that first case.
Wow. Okay. Let's do 17.
All right, wallet 17. All right, so that's $150 off the board. Let's go ahead and pick that second wallet.
Let's do 26.
Wallet 26. All right, $60. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and pick that next wallet.
5.
Wallet 5. All right, 30. Off to a good start. And we're going to have 3 more wallets.
16.
Wallet 16. All right, 250 off the board. One of the higher ones, but still overall sitting pretty. We have 2 more wallets, Eddie.
1.
Wallet 1. All right, 125 off the board. Now we have just 1 more wallet this round, Eddie. Let's go ahead and pick that final wallet.
9.
Wallet 9. All right, $20 off the board. Not bad. All right, so we have 1,000, 750, 500, 400, and 300 are our top wallets, all still in play. So let's go ahead and see what Rico is going to say about this.
All right, Eddie. The market's momentum is speaking, and this early phase knows its tune. Take a solid step now with $150.
All right, Eddie. Rico is offering you a very solid $150. Now, keep in mind, you have 1,000, 750, 500, 400, 300, 200, and 175, all above that offer. Now, the next round, we're going to knock out 5 cases. Also, very important that you know that. So, with 40 seconds left, are we going to moon and accept the offer, or are we going to dust and continue on? Go ahead and make that choice.
Let's continue.
All right,
Too
Rico,
early.
we are dusting, my guy.
Wow, passing a 150 with big prizes is gutsy. Are you pushing Tenge to the moon?
All right, Eddie. So overall, a very good first round, but I do want to give you an opportunity to go a little bit more deeper, maybe just 1 or 2 minutes in Tenge, because again, I've listened to you on Spaces. We're both partnered with Victus, and you guys do have a really good cause. So we have a pretty big audience watching. So let's go ahead and tell us a little bit more in details about Tenge and what you guys are doing.
So Tenge is a youngster in Uganda. He went very viral a few years ago on TikTok with millions of views. He has got an opportunity to interact with the big names like iShow Speed and a lot of other people. So early this year, we worked with him and introduced the idea of doing a project that would focus on charities, on helping other people, supporting children who are in underdeveloped communities, and of course, working along with Gigo Academy. And luckily, they bought the concept and it was quite good. So we started pushing and then we launched the token. Luckily enough, CZ identified us and supported by engaging with us, retweeting our content because we are moving in line with what he was actually doing. And it's been very interesting. Then we've been able to give out quite a number of tablets to quite a number of kids, over 300 tablets right now. We've established Tenge academies in different locations where children go and study using Gigo Academy for free. We give them some water, snacks, and so on. We are really looking to establish more academies across the African continent and Asia, of course, along the way to support children. Get access to Gigo Academy. We identified an opportunity, CZ has built Gigo Academy, which is an online platform, but majority of the kids this side don't have an opportunity to even access the gadgets that would enable them to access the platform. So without gadgets, it would be very useless. So we looked at empowering these children by providing these very gadgets to them. So recently, like 2 weeks back, we were going to introduce Tenga Academy into another country, that is Tanzania, in Arusha. And when we reached there, in the Hazabe tribe of Chaba and Dudukwe, they are very, very famous on TikTok and social media here. We reached there, and when we saw the situation these guys were in, it's not the education that they needed at that very particular time. Kids were dying. A few weeks before we went there, they'd lost around 14 kids in one single night because they sleep outside, they don't have houses, they don't have medication, they don't have clothes, they don't have water. Everything was just a mess, and the immediate problem we identified was water and food. So we started running a donation campaign in which people were able to support with over $5,500. So right now they have a water tank and they're supplying them with water every single week until we get the actually a permanent solution, like drilling water for them. And of course, we're also looking to support the project, which is at Official Chaba on X, that is working so hard to make sure that they provide them shelter, they introduce education, they build for them a hospital. It started, and we're going to work with them. We're going to support them as much as we can. So we are in to support everyone. We are in to support communities that need help, that need support. And I'm very happy that you've even given us this platform to come here, share this cause with you, play the game along as people get to learn. So thank you very much, DeFi Shaun. Thank you very much, Moon and Das. You're doing very well. And thank you. I think we can go on.
Yeah, very cool. Like I said, it's a very good cause. So on our YouTube channels, this is streaming across LunarPump, Crypto on Calls, which is my YouTube channel, Squid Grow Joe, who's also a partner in this. We'll go ahead and link everything in those descriptions down below so you can go ahead and check them out at all of their links. So Eddie, let's go ahead, continue this game, and we're going to go ahead and pick our next 5 cases one at a time. Let's go ahead and pick that first case now.
Oh, let's do number 2.
Wallet number 2. All right, $10 off the board. Another good case. Let's go ahead and pick that next wallet.
23.
Wallet 23.
Oh,
Ooh, 500. Big one off the board, but we still have our 1,000 and our 750, and we still have 3 more wallets to pick. So let's go ahead and pick that next wallet.
14.
Wallet 14.
Dust wallet.
Ooh, very nice. Dust wallet. So, Eddie, good news is we're definitely not dusting, and we also have an opportunity to move with that $1,000 still left in play. But we still do have 2 more wallets that we have to pick in this round before we hear from Rico again.
7.
Wallet 7. All right, 400 off the board. Like we said, though, still have the 1,000 and the 750, and we just have 1 more wallet this round, Eddie. Let's go ahead and pick that final wallet.
19.
Wallet 19. All right, waiting for that wallet to go through. Make sure we're not having any technical difficulties. All right, so wallet number 19 was $70. Sorry about that, guys. A little hiccup in the program. But we do have our call coming in from Rico, so let's go ahead and see what he's going to offer.
Listen, Eddie, those big prizes are thrilling, but cashing out now could power your next crypto moonshot with Tenge. My offer is $169.
All right, Eddie. Rico is giving you a pretty decent offer. He's giving you $169. So, full context, we have 1,000, 750, 300, 200, and 175, all still above that. And the next round will be 4 wallets. So, we're going to go ahead and moon and take that offer, or are we going to dust and move on to our next round?
Let's dust and move on to the next round.
Dust it, Rico. What I love to hear. Let's keep this game going.
Wow, turning down $169. Bold move, betting on what Tenge might bring. Let's see if it pays off.
All right, audience, it is your time to get involved with Moon or Dust. So I did go ahead and I picked some contestants that were being a part of the conversation. So go ahead. I believe you should have noticed who you were in the chat. We're going to go ahead and ask some trivia questions. The first one to answer it correctly will go ahead and get those funds. For some reason, I'm having trouble on my end. So, all right. So we're going to have Mo Metz, Infineon Ant, and Taz. You guys are all 3 selected to be the participants in the first round of the audience participation. So the first ones to get this question right by answering A, B, C, or D will go ahead and get that tip. So let's go ahead, see what we're going to be looking at. What does NFT stand for in the world of cryptocurrency? A, new financial tool. B, non-fungible token. C, network fee transaction. Or D, node foundation trust. Let's go ahead and get in those answers. So it looks like Taz was the first one with B. Correct. It is non-fungible token. So congratulations, Taz. We are going to go ahead and send you over that tip, which is going to be $10. And there will be 1 more audience participation round, assuming we make it there. So go ahead, look out for that tip. We're going to get it over. And we are going to go ahead, move on with our game, and open up the next 4 wallets. All right, Eddie, we have 4 wallets this round that we're going to go ahead and open. And again, you still have some major top prizes with $1,750 all at the top. So let's go ahead and pick that first wallet.
Let's do 8.
All right, wallet 8. All right, $100 off the board, and we have 3 more wallets.
15.
Wallet 15. $1 off the board.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely knocking off some of the lower ones. All right, Eddie, 2 more wallets.
Wallet 4.
All right, wallet 4. $750 off the board, but we still have the Moon wallet in play, and we have 1 more wallet this round. So Eddie, let's go ahead and pick that wallet.
Wallet 6.
All right, wallet 6. All right, $2. We took off a larger, but we also took off 3 small ones. I'm definitely interested to see what Rico's going to have to say about this. Rico, give us that offer.
All right, Eddie, with mid-phase momentum and those big prizes teasing, locking in stability is key now. So my offer is $183.
All right, Eddie. So Rico is offering you at $183. Now, the next round, we're going to be opening up 3 wallets. Now, we still have 1,000, 300, and 200 in play. And slightly under that, you still have the 175. So you're going to have 3 wallets to go in the next round, and you have 44 seconds. Are we going to moon or dust?
Well, no. It's a no. A big no.
All right, Rico. Dusting you again, my guy.
You're rejecting $83 with big prizes still in play. That's some fearless faith in Tenge.
All right, Eddie, this is where the pressure really starts getting on. You're choosing 3 wallets. Obviously, those wallets can drastically change the direction of those offers. So let's go ahead and pick that first wallet.
3.
All right, wallet 3. All right, $40 off the board. So far, so good. We have 2 more wallets.
24.
Wallet 24. All right, $25. Not bad, not bad. 1 more wallet.
20.
Eddie, pick that wallet. All right, wallet 20. 300. Again, 1 big one, but multiple small ones coming off the board. And we still have 1,000 in play. Let's go ahead and see what Rico's going to say about this one.
All right, Eddie, secure a sure win and dodge market volatility with a strong $175.
All right, Eddie. It looks like he's probably keeping you about the same place he did last time. Kind of evened it out with the 1 big and 2 small ones. But we still have 175 still left on the board with this offer. So with all that being said, we have 45 seconds. Are we going to moon or dust?
Dust.
All right, Eddie, my guy. He's going to go ahead and dust Rico.
Whoa, rejecting a web in hopes Tenge pays off big? You've got nerves of steel.
All right, Eddie. We still have 1,000 left on the board, 200 and 175. So definitely curious to know how you're feeling about this.
It's quite tough. It's tense now.
How's the pressure for you?
It's getting worse.
Yep, it's definitely getting bigger and bigger as we move on. On the next round, we are going to have just 2 wallets. So let's go ahead and drop ourselves back down. Open up those 2 wallets and then see what kind of offer Rico is going to make us. So, Eddie, we have 2 wallets. Let's choose that first wallet.
Wow. Let's do 10.
Wallet number 10. All right, $90 off the board. All right, 1 more wallet, Eddie. Obviously, this is going to decide the offer that Rico is going to put in. So let's go ahead and pick that final wallet of the round. $11. Wallet 11. right, 175. So still have some pretty big ones in play with the 1,000 and the 200. Rico, what kind of offer are you going to make, Eddie? Let's find out.
Listen, Eddie, strike now before the risk overshadows the reward and elevate Tenge with my offer of $239.
Rico definitely offering that up. All right, Eddie, this is where it kind of gets tricky. You are being offered $239. The only case you have above that is 1,000. Now, it's drastically above that, but if you don't get that case, you're going to be left with 200 as your top offer. So are we going to moon or dust $239? You have 39 seconds.
Dust.
Rico, Eddie's going to dust it.
You've got nerve rejecting $239 with big prizes still up. You're living on the edge.
All right, Eddie. Now
Wow.
we're moving on with just one wallet at a time, and the pressure is definitely on for you in the Tenge community. So with 1,000 and 200 still left as your top two prizes, let's go ahead and pick that wallet.
12.
Wallet 12. 5. All right, Rico, probably not the biggest fan of that, so let's see what he's going to offer.
All right, Eddie, with big prizes still in play and Tenge ready for some action, striking now at $290 could be your game changer.
All right, Eddie, you're definitely making Rico nervous. He's gone all the way up to $290. The only wallet ahead of that is 1,000. We have a wallet right under that with 200. And remember, we're just picking one wallet at a time moving forward. So with 45 seconds and $290 right now in your pocket on the line, are we going to moon or dust?
Dust.
Rico, Eddie is going to dust it.
Wow, you've got guts rejecting $290 in the near end game with big prizes still out there. Daring move?
All right, guys, we are moving back on to the audience participation. Now, in this round, I'm not going to go ahead and pick participants. We're going to open it up for everyone in the chat. So let's go ahead and see what that question is. What does the term ICO stand for in the crypto world? A, initial coin offering. B, immediate currency output. C, instant coin operation. Or D, internet crypto option. Let's go ahead and get those answers in. All right, it looks like Big Hug was right at A, so we're going to go ahead and be sending you those tips. Everyone that has won, our two participants that won, make sure you stay in the chat after this live, and I'm going to go ahead and tip you at that point. So don't leave the chat. Stay in there while we continue on. So go ahead and get that out of the way. And Eddie, I definitely respect the way that you're playing this game. You're definitely giving it hell. And again, we are moving on to just one case. And with that being said, let's pick that case.
Wow. Let's do 21.
Wallet 21. Nervous for you. Right, $80 off the board. And you are definitely getting Rico very nervous. But let's hear what he has to say.
Listen, Eddie, with those big prizes lurking, it's all about securing a strong hand now. So I'm offering you $355.
All right, Eddie, let's give full context for both you and the audience. Rico is offering you $355. The cases remaining are 1,000, 250, and 15. Now, again, Rico is offering you $355 to end this right now. So with 43 seconds, Eddie, are we going to moon or are we going to dust? Eddie, we have 20 seconds.
Dust.
Dust it, Rico. Gotta respect this. And I'm assuming the audience is loving you right now.
You're swinging for the fences against 355 in the final inning. Audacious and high stakes for Tenge.
All right, Rico again. He's definitely shaking. All right, Eddie. We're moving on and picking one more wallet. Is it going to be wallet 18, wallet 22, or wallet 25? Let's pick right now.
Wow. 25.
Wallet 25. Let's take it off the board. All right. 200 off the board. All right. Rico probably likes that, but he's definitely probably still nervous with that $1,000 in play. The degen in him, though, no telling what this offer is going to be. Rico, what do you got for us?
All right, Eddie. In this late stage, securing a reliable chunk of the prize pool could set you up nicely, so my offer is $465.
All right, Eddie, let's give it to you again. Upping the offer to $465. Now, you do have 3 cases left. One's with 1,000, 50, or 15. So you have a lot on the line here. So you do have 45 seconds. Think it through. $465. Are we going to moon or dust?
Big no.
Ooh, Eddie is going to dust this, Rico.
Whoa, turning down 4 sour this late is gutsy. The Tenge wheels are spinning wild. Hope it pays off.
Eddie, I know the audience is loving you right now. You are definitely pushing this thing to the max. Now, we have wallet 13 is your chosen wallet. We have wallet 18 and we have wallet 22 with 1,000, 50, and 15 in those wallets. Eddie, no pressure at all. Go ahead and pick that next wallet.
Wow. Take off 22.
Wallet 22, you're coming off the board. 50. All right. Rico is definitely shaking in his boots for this one. So definitely curious to see what kind of offer he's going to give you. He's calling in quick. Rico, give us that offer.
All right, Eddie. In this late phase with $1,000 big prizes just out of reach, seize the moment and lock in my offer of $820.
Oh my God!
Eddie, Rico is definitely nervous about this one, and a very solid offer in my opinion of $820. Now keep in mind, you can play for 1,000, but if you get it wrong, you're walking away with just $15. So you do have 40 seconds. Are we gonna moon or are we gonna dust?
Moon.
Rico, our guy's gonna moon. Eddie played this game perfectly. Anyone watching this, definitely take notes. But yeah, Eddie, congratulations. You won $820 for you in Tenge. So congratulations. Love to see it. How you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. I'm just going to put it in moon and dust straight away.
Yeah. I mean, you played like an absolute legend. Not going to lie. And this is the primetime edition of Moon or Dust. We also do the audience editions on Tuesday. We do the microcap editions on Thursday. And on LunarPump.fun, only Rose is there, and they will be the participant in tomorrow's episode, which is the microcap edition, paying for $250. Also, the Moon or Dust token is already live on the LunarPump.fun platform. Not sure where it's at. Haven't had a chance to look, obviously, during the game. But go ahead. If you're interested, pick you up a bag of that. All right, guys. This was one hell of a game, Eddie. Congratulations to you and Tenge. And that is going to do it for this episode. But like I said, we will see you tomorrow, Thursday, for the microcap edition of Only Rose. And until that time, trade safe.
Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto
and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on LunarPump. Visit LunarPump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web3.